I think we're live. Is my mic working? Double check and make sure my mic is working. I think so. Sweet. All right, let's pull up chat and let's do this, guys. So, we're going to be cooking today, and I have not done anything ahead of time except marinate the chicken, which has to be done ahead of time. I've posted the appropriate recipes in Discord. They're approximate recipes, not exact recipes. So, just washing my potatoes real quick so they'll drain while I'm doing some other stuff. I'm just going to kind of walk you guys through this. Feel free to ask questions about anything you need to in chat. I will do my best to explain as we go. The most important thing we got to do right now, start preheating oven to 350. We can't get the chicken in the oven until it's preheated. We can go ahead and start getting the pan ready for that. We're going to be using a very basic baking pan. We're not using anything complicated all day today. You want to put some foil in your pan. And the main reason for that is to assist in cleanup when you get done. So I'm using a non-stick pan, so I wouldn't have to worry about it sticking to the pan anyway. But if you foil line it first and everything goes according to plan, you can pretty well just pull the foil out of it, chuck it in the trash when you're done, and your cleanup's super, super easy. Hey game, glad to see you here, man. Hopefully you can learn how to cook a thing tonight. So, where is my chicken? Oh, hey, this isn't good. Oh, it got buried, I see. Somebody moved it. Had me fucking worried there for a minute. I was like, I need that. Here we go. Our chicken. I need to get gloves on. Keep from making a mess. Let me toss this in the trash. All right, so our chicken for tonight is boneless, skinless chicken breast. That I have marinated in Italian dressing for 24 hours. And when I say marinated in Italian dressing, I'm going to show you how to make the marinade real quick. Real fast. What you're going to do, you're going to go to the grocery store and buy a bottle of Italian dressing, and then you're going to dump it in on top of your chicken in a bag. Ta-da! You have finished marinating your chicken. When I say marinated, what I mean is I took the chicken game, dumped it in a bag, dumped some sort of seasoning stuff in on top of it. And in this case, it is literally just Italian dressing like you would put on a salad. What you end up with is beautifully marinated chicken with seasonings, oil and vinegar on it. That is the entire recipe. Put it in a pan like this. And it is done. Strip this glove off. And you throw away the excess crap. All of that just goes straight in the trash. Wash your hands after you do anything with raw chicken. Without fail. Raw chicken is nasty. And you do not want to get salmonella or something else going because you handled raw chicken and then started cooking. Whew. There we go. I unfortunately do not have any cookies at the moment, bye-bye, or I would be happy to give you one. So, this is what our chicken looks like in a pan. It's just sitting in there. We're going to cover it with aluminum foil on the top. Like so. Set this aside till the oven finishes preheating. Need something, Andrew? All right, cool. I'm going to have people in and out during stream tonight a little bit because I'm in my kitchen and people live here besides me. They're going to try to be respectful, but, you know, we all live here. Everybody needs to get in the fridge every once in a while. So, all right. So while we're waiting for the oven to finish preheating, what's our next time-sensitive task? Probably getting the potatoes started. So, potatoes. Just a pot. Nothing special. Fill it with water. We're cool. Don't fill it all the way with water because we're going to have to add potatoes to it later. Leave about an inch out of the top of the pot. And turn the stove eye on high. Start working on getting that water boiling. All right, so now for the fun part. So I've got a giant cutting board. This is what I use professionally. I keep one of these at home as well. They're really nice. And to keep it from sliding around, you take and put a wet rag underneath it to give it some stability. The water on the rag will cause it to grip both the table and the cutting board. So you just unfold it underneath. That's a professional cooking trick. Make your life so much easier when you're trying to cut a bunch of stuff if you don't have to fight your cutting board slipping all the time. Now, you don't have to have one this big. These are about $10 at Walmart. And if you have to, you can use like a plate or something, as long as it's a hard surface. Like, there are times I'm too lazy to use my actual cutting board because it's so big. If I'm just slicing a tomato or something for a sandwich. Let's see. Adjust this. Come on, point down. Let's see how that looks. Need to go down a little more so you guys can see what I'm doing with these potatoes. No. Better plan. Perfect. Literally perfect. So you can see. So these are what we call new potatoes. They're smaller white potatoes. And these guys come with super thin skins. You don't even have to peel them. I've washed them good to get all the dirt and everything off of them. But we can leave the skins on these and then run them for mashed potatoes. And you won't even be able to tell there's skins on them in the finished product. So what we're going to do, we just need to cut these fine enough that when we go to boil them, they boil easy. The smaller pieces you chop them into, the faster they will cook boiling. Now, if I was doing something where I cared about what they looked like when I get done, I'd be more careful about how I'm cutting them. But for now, we just need to fine dice these. And it's going to take a minute. So if anybody's got any questions, comments, or concerns, now is a great time to get them in because I'm just going to be chopping potatoes. Talk about my knife. So you can see this is a standard chef knife. It says bakers and chefs on it. Might be able to see that. It might be backwards on stream. I don't know. This particular knife was 2 for $10 at Sam's Club. You know, it's just a standard professional use knife. Nothing special, nothing expensive. I got them. I use them at work. I got a couple for my house so that I have some good knives here for stuff like this. They're just nice. You can see the blade is just a little bit curved. Yeah, there you can see it better now, which helps facilitate this rocking motion I'm using, because then it just kind of, you know, it's got a curve on it so it rocks. Stove eye has something on it and it's burning it off, Mom. I think that's all it is. Let me double check. Yeah, that's all it is. Oh. Hey, Zam. Don't make me slap you with a fish. I will. Some of you guys may have noticed that I'm dressed a little differently than usual. This is actually just straight up my work clothes. I figured if I'm cooking, I might as well drag a set of them out. They're good, easy flex pants that are like 70% some material, 30% straight up elastic. They're easy to move around in. I don't have to worry about them hanging on me. There we go. And then just a black cotton polo. Black on black on black on black is pretty standard for a kitchen. And this is my work hat for that matter. Something to keep my hair out of my eyes and catch sweat. Nothing fancy. Um, well, I mean, depending on how you look at it, game, any class can for D&D, since almost all of them have some way to gain spellcasting and some way to get martial weapons. Just depends on what customization options you take. Hexblade for the win indeed, my friend. Actually, Hexblade / multi-class into Paladin of Vengeance for the win. Nothing like literally dropping 400 plus damage on a single smite. And being able to do that 5 or 6 times a day. Multi-classing is pretty common in D&D 5e. Most classes have something they can get from other classes. So the potatoes are going to take quite some time to boil once we start them. Even chopping them as fine as we are. That's why we're getting them started first. The water is going to take a while to get on boil, just because water has high heat resistance. You know, that's just kind of the way physics works. And then the potatoes themselves will take a while to cook before we're ready to mash them. Boy, I screwed that one up. That's okay though. These don't have to be pretty. The important thing is I don't cut myself. You'll notice I'm being careful about where I put my fingers to do that. Now I know, like, my boss can do this a hell of a lot faster than I am. And I could go faster, but I'm just trying to be careful. We're not in a hurry. As long as I get these cut before the water boils. So even though I could go ahead and put these in the water and let it start boiling around them, you don't want to do that. You want to wait until the water is boiling to add your potatoes. It'll help with the consistency later. It keeps them from breaking down as much while you're cooking. Yeah, no, and I've had that happen before. My first cooking job, I worked at a country club, you know, like a real highfalutin fancy place. I keep looking up at the laptop like you guys can see me or something. I know I've got the cutting board aimed at the camera aimed at the cutting board right now. Anyway, I'd been there about 3 months when the old chef retired and they hired a new one. And like her second day there, I managed to cut the entire tip of my finger off. You might be able to see there's like a white divot in my finger. Yeah, I cut the entire tip of my finger off in the middle of a 300-person wedding reception. Like, they ran out of salad, and I was trying to cut tomatoes too fast, and slip. So all of the tomatoes that I was cutting had to go in the trash because, you know, I got finger and blood in them. And I didn't miss a beat. Like, I cut it off, wrapped it up in paper towels, and went and started washing dishes. Told somebody else they were going to have to cut tomatoes. Like, when you're that busy, you don't have time to quit. It's just go, go, go. We ended up wrapping it in more paper towels and then wrapping it in duct tape and then putting a Ziploc bag around it to keep it from leaking on anything. And I just worked the rest of my shift that day. Fun times. Hey, Cypress. The entire recipe list for tonight is in Discord in the event planning thing. If you want to have a look at all of it, right now I'm chopping potatoes for mashed potatoes. The menu we're going to be doing tonight is going to be a fairly simple menu. I'm not going to use any special equipment or do anything fancy. This is going to be something you guys can easily replicate at home, no problem. Anybody can make this. Uh, like the chicken is literally you just put it in a pan and bake it in the oven. Mashed potatoes are you boil them and then you mash them. You know, the more complicating thing is we're going to make homemade cheese sauce for the steamed broccoli and cheese. And uh, that's actually really simple, and I'll show you guys near the end of cooking. There we go. Oh, dude, I just realized what I forgot to do. Pulled the actual headset loose from the cord, so I lost mic there for a second. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I forgot to check and make sure I've got milk. Yeah, okay. That was the only thing I was concerned about. If we got low on milk, I would be in trouble. So everybody who's just now getting here, the only thing you've missed so far, so that's all my potatoes. All of that's cut. Oh wait, I missed a spot. These need to be sliced. There we go. Or diced. I had sliced them. I had not diced them. There we go. That's my pile of potatoes. And what, like 10 minutes, something like that? Oh. Ta-da! So yeah, what I was saying. The only thing you've missed so far, I put the chicken together. I can even grab it and show it off. Hey, my oven's permanently preheated. Sweet. I marinated the chicken in Italian dressing in a Ziploc bag. And literally just put it in a pan. That's it. Yeah. You know, the marinade I'm talking about is literally pour that in a Ziploc bag over the chicken. That's it. That's the whole marinade. Let it sit for 24 hours. All right, so it is exactly 7:30. We're gonna slide the chicken in the oven and let it start cooking. Should take about 30 minutes to cook off. It's boneless, skinless chicken breast. It's fairly thick. You got to let it get to an internal temp of 165. Let's see. So for my next trick, I'm going to put these potatoes back in the colander to sit while I wait for the water to boil. And, just going to take them over to the sink and scrape them in. I want to rinse my cutting board off. We're going to start working on the broccoli. I'm not going to worry about washing it in the middle of cooking. I'm just doing veggies right now. If I was going from meat to veggies, like if I needed to slice the chicken for some reason, I absolutely would have cut it. Let's see. I need a large bowl to store the broccoli in as I get it cut. Here we go. This will work. Doesn't have to be anything special. This is just to hold it in while I get it ready to cook. So, let me grab my broccoli. Here we go. Yeah, no, boneless, skinless means that it does not have skin attached to it. Let's see. Yeah, I could still bread it if I wanted to. I could do an egg wash on it and then run it through some panko and fry it like that if I wanted to, and it'd be quite good. It'll be listed if you go to a grocery store to buy it as boneless, skinless chicken breast. I don't know what it costs where you guys live, but here it's about $2 a pound. So it's, you know, fairly cheap. And then the Italian dressing, I think, was $1.50 for a bottle, you know. All right, so get the rubber band off of this. And this is our broccoli. So I'm going to end up cutting, or putting the camera down on the cutting board again. I want you guys to see what I'm doing here. All right. I'm sorry your axe broke, Sam. So, broccoli is a little intimidating when you first see it because, you know, it's this big chunk of whatever, you know. Like, what am I going to do with this thing? And the answer is actually pretty simple. First thing you do, you want to cut away all these little leaves and crap like that just to get them out of the way. They're not that big a deal. Just trim it up a little bit. There we go. We'll do the other one real quick. Now, this is going to take the least amount of time to cook of everything I'm making tonight. So we're prepping it now, but we'll be cooking it nearly last. Everything won't quite be done when it's just waste. So when you're cutting broccoli, what you do, take the knife like so and start behind the florets and just cut them away from the stalk like so. And just pop them loose. And if they're too big when we get done with this, we can take and shrink them pretty easy, but we want to get them away from the stalk so we can work with them. It's very simple, but just most people don't know how to do it. So boom, that easy. I'm going to take and do the other head real quick. And when you're trimming your broccoli like this, you know, the main goal at the end is you don't want a chunk of broccoli to be more than a mouthful when you go to serve it to somebody, right? Anything bigger than what you can fit in your mouth. Like, I'm not going to try to eat that in one bite, like even with my giant ass mouth, right? I'm not trying to chew down on that. So you just take it and kind of cut the whole thing into bite-sized pieces. So, you know, something about like that, which is probably about right. Just kind of eyeball the rest of it. That's fine. This should probably be cut. This is definitely too big. And it's, you know, it looks a little weird flat like this. My boss would yell at me if I was doing this at work. She'd want me to trim it a bit more pretty. But I'm doing it at home and, you know, I'm not super concerned about it. Like, yeah, that's way too big. But you can take and do like that. Okay, so a broccoli floret is like this right here. Because technically, and Cypress will appreciate this, broccoli is a flower. This is an edible flower. There are no dumb questions here. I know you guys are not like super hype on cooking. This is a learning experience for a lot of you guys. That's why we're doing something super basic, not complicated, that anybody can cook. This is a starter meal. I will actually end up doing, if we do like cooking streams consistently, I have an even easier recipe than this I can teach you guys to make. All right, and now that everything's more or less bite size, we're just going to take and put it in a bowl until I'm ready to start steaming it. I don't want to cook it too soon because it'll get mushy. That's why I'm steaming it and not boiling it, by the way. You know, old school, you would have just put this in a pot like you would mashed potatoes and boil the crap out of it. And then, no. You want it to still be tender when you get done. There's different kinds of flour you can use that is gluten-free. The one that's most commonly used in my kitchen, if we have to make something gluten-free, we actually use powder made from coconuts. All right, my water on my stove is boiling. Hold on, let's pull this back up here for a minute so you guys can see what I'm doing. So yeah, my water on my stove's boiling. I've got my potatoes. We're just gonna carefully add them to the water. Let them boil. We'll be using that colander again to strain the water out of them eventually. So I'm going to show you guys something else that I personally find really cool. So you can actually still use the stalks from the broccoli in the steamed broccoli I'm about to make. So what you got to do is you take a potato peeler, or if you don't have a potato peeler, you can just use a knife. Like you can take, what you want to do is cut the outermost layer out of it. Because I do have a potato peeler, I'm going to use the damn thing. Let's see, I want to hold it up here and just... This is not my favorite potato peeler. I bought this one because I don't have one at the house, and I figured if I'm going to be cooking on stream... this thing's a piece of junk. I was afraid of that. Ugh, I've never used it. Let's see if the other side's any better. Oh, wait, that might be why it's not working. There's a piece of tape over it from packaging. That's hilarious. No wonder it doesn't work. Literally first time, like I said. See? I'm dumb too, folks. There we go. Now it might work. Ta-da. All right, let's see if that'll... Oh, yeah, much better, much better. So, yeah, you just want to take and peel off the outermost layer all the way around the stalk. Because the outermost part of the stalk is a lot harder than the rest of the broccoli. Heard. That's pretty well got it, I think, for that one. Yeah, me too, chef. You can always catch the YouTube video later if you want. Or the VOD on Twitch or whatever. There we go. I'll just take and peel this crap away. This one's peeling cleaner. It's a lot smoother. Makes me happy. That first one is oddly shaped and being a pain in my ass. Oh, I hate this thing. Hey, thank you for the 100 bits, Shaft. I appreciate that. And I think we're going to knife trim that part. It's kind of... There we go. That's pretty well got that cleaned up. So with the two stalks trimmed, you're going to want to take and chunk them. Start with that. I'm going to split them so they'll be a little easier to work with. And then literally just bite-sized chunks. All the way up the stalk. And add those to the rest of the broccoli. The recipe is pinned in Discord, and I will also add it to the YouTube video description when we get this done. Now, personally, this is my favorite part of broccoli. The florets are nice, but I like the stalk. No, it's the stalks are edible. Like it's not like flavoring or anything. They're just straight up edible as long as you get the outer skin off of them. Now this one's got leaves and crap on it we need to trim away, which doesn't surprise me. It usually does. There we go. And just taking a slice. Nom. Love broccoli stalks, sincerely. All right, guys. This is actually all of our prep work done for the entire meal. We're not done cooking, but we're done prepping. Hell yeah. Um, Give me just a second. Sounds like my potatoes boiling over. Not really. All right, we can pull this off of the cutting board. Back on the rest of the kitchen. Ta-da. And right now I just need to clean up this broccoli mess. My trash can is off camera, unfortunately. Most of the debris will go straight easily into the garbage, but some of the little buds off of the florets don't scrape off so easy. I'll just have to wash them down the sink. There we go. Where's my tea at? I need to get my cheese back over on the stovetop. Here we go. So my cheese for the cheese sauce we'll be using for the broccoli is just a mild shredded cheddar, nothing fancy. But I need it at room temperature or above before we go to start making our cheese sauce. We'll not be putting cheese or sour cream or bacon bits in the mashed potatoes. We're just doing milk and butter. Don't get me wrong, I like bacon bits and all of that in there, but I'm doing a simple recipe that's easy for you guys to reproduce. No special work, no special tools, no special ingredients, just plain crap that you can buy at the grocery store easy. I don't even like baked potatoes personally. Seriously. I'm weird. Too much like work. I would rather just make mashed potatoes. I don't like gravy on my mashed potatoes unless I'm getting like KFC or some crap like that. Oh, let's see. Chicken's been in there about 15 minutes. It's nowhere near ready. Potatoes been in about 8. They're definitely not ready. We're just kind of on downtime at the moment. If you guys have any questions or anything, this is a good time for them. Ah, there we go. We're hydrating with Lipton green tea tonight because that's what's in the kitchen. My water's upstairs. Take the camera down, show you guys a little bit of my apartment. So you saw the back part of the kitchen, and then just kind of sink and stuff. I brought my lamp from downstairs or from upstairs to use for light in here because our overhead is trash. There's a bathroom over there. Say hello to the laptop, refrigerator, and that rack is something that's going upstairs later. Got some new furniture we got to put in. I am not making a roux for my cheese sauce. But only because I'm not adding flour. I'm using everything else you would use in a roux. A roux is a thickening agent. Since we're going to be using real cheese, we don't need to make an actual roux out of it. But a roux is typically just butter, flour, and milk. And we're going to use milk and butter as a course to make the base of the sauce and then add cheese to it. And it'll be plenty thick enough on its own because we're going to be using a lot of cheese. Because if we're doing broccoli and cheese, I'm going to need me a lot of fucking cheese on that broccoli. You know what I'm saying? By the way, this is our finished result for our broccoli. Oh. So how's everybody doing today? It's Friday. Thank you guys for being here with me instead of, out in the bars and partying and doing all that cool stuff the kids do these days during the Corona times. Gumbo's really good. Yeah, all days kind of blend together. I can't wait to start working again. Ooh, fun times. By the grace of God, hopefully I never have to work a split shift again. I was paying attention, but, you know, you pretty well covered it. I didn't have any questions. Shaft, you still here with us? Or has he had to bounce? Basically, that's what a split shift is, yeah. Or alternatively, there's two different meanings for a split shift. It can also mean going in between two shifts. So if, 9 to 5 is a shift, you would go in at like 11 and stay till 7. I've worked both kinds. They both suck. Oh, yeah, that's a rough one. Don't you love those days that you work 10 hours and they're not 10 straight hours? No, that's fine if he is. I was going to ask him about stream tonight. I know he said Hollow Knight and maybe an indie. I don't think he understands how little Hollow Knight he has left. Oh, hey. All right, I'm gonna take my headset off. I'll be back in a minute. I've just remembered something that we can do during downtime. I'm gonna stir the potatoes, make sure they're not sticking to the bottom of the pan. They shouldn't be, but just in case. Yeah, we're good. Oh yeah. Now the cheese is already melting pretty good. I can get it off the top of the oven. I don't want it too melted. Okay. No, that's fine. He's probably got stream muted. So I got my birthday present in the mail today. If I can get it to pull loose from the packaging. Oh. There we go. And I figured I could do unboxing with you guys. So, looks like they sent me some extra stickers and stuff. You guys are not aware, my birthday was last Monday. Yes, like 4 days ago, Monday. That's why Ras was down last weekend. I just didn't want anybody to know until after it was over, because I knew I was going to be busy with him, so we're not going to be doing anything on stream or anything. But for myself, I got me a birthday present, and I got myself the Undertale for Switch collector's box set, and it arrived this morning. I don't mind. It's all right, game. I intentionally kept it from everybody, so it definitely got me mad that you guys didn't know. That would be dumb. Mika might have known, because her birthday's coming up real quick, too. But, yeah, so we've got our... No, they're not. They're fine. They're not even close to boiling over, actually. Well, thank you for the Casablanca, Lily. Yeah, we got the collector's edition here, and we're gonna break that open. That sounds right. Because when we were dating, like, our birthdays were really close together. Fun times. I still have the present she got me. It's the thing I'm most excited about in the entire collection's right there on top. I love that. It comes with a heart-shaped pendant necklace. I'm probably going to have to get a special chain for it because I doubt it'll fit my neck, but you can bet your ass. Oh my god, it's also a music box. I was not aware of that. Holy crap. Yeah, that's not even like a secret or anything. That's amazing. And inside it says, best friends forever. Which way do I need to tilt it so that you guys can see it better? There we go. Oh yeah, no, like I said, it was never even intended to be something that wasn't known. Like, yeah, it's not. Chain's too small. I knew that was going to be the case, though. That's all right. I'll get one for it. Uh, yeah, we flirt. We still flirt all the time. Hang on, just a second, Mom. I'm struggling with this damn necklace. Nah, I got it now. What's up, babe? You want to come say hi? It's.
No, I look like shit.
You look like shit. I assure you, 100%, nobody's gonna care.
Hello.
This is my mother.
You
So
broke my tablet today.
I didn't break your tablet.
Yes,
I'm pretty
you
sure it
did.
was already broke.
No, it wasn't.
It was in the floor.
It wasn't broke.
How do you know?
Cody, I put it there and nothing had touched it. You broke it. But that's all I'm gonna say.
Anyway.
Yeah, nothing.
So, of course, naturally, it comes with a copy of Undertale for Switch. Everybody says hi, Ma.
Good. Glad to meet him.
You know what, Cypress? I kind of doubt that, is all I'm going to say. And Collector's Edition soundtrack, which is amazing. Except I don't actually own a CD drive on anything. my computer doesn't have one. My laptop doesn't have one. And then a annoying dog micro cloth cleaning cloth for your Switch. Oh, I have to do the thing with the cartridge? You know, he's not wrong. If I can get the damn plastic wrap off of it. I don't have nails right now. Checking on my potatoes. They're not making noise and it was worrying me. No, they're still boiling away over there. There we go. Oh, wow. That is an instruction booklet right there, my friends. That is not an instruction booklet. That is a small novel. Oh, and the cover is gorgeous. It's not really an instruction booklet. It's the intro scene to the game if you let it idle on the title screen, but in like comic book form, which is interesting in and of itself. What's up, Andrew? Okay, so there's the cartridge. I've never done this before, so I don't know what to get myself into. Uh, now that just tastes like plastic. Yeah, if that's the bitter taste that everybody's bitching about, like, nah, I don't see that being the case. Surely. Yes, poopy loopy. In fact, I am fat. I licked both sides. No, he's fine. Leave him alone. I don't care. Like, nobody talks about me being fat more than I talk about me being fat, so. Like, I'm aware that I'm overweight. Doesn't bother me. Alright. No, we were tasting our Undertale Switch cart to see if it tasted bad, because this was my birthday present for me. No, the pot's definitely not burning, Loopy. Yep, Undertale. Have me another chunk of broccoli. And then Fangaver was nice enough to include some extra stickers and stuff, it looks like, in a little package. Ooh, a postcard. And what is this? I have. Oh, okay. I see what it is. Yeah. So the other thing that come in the package is actually an Undertale art book. That, because Shaft is in stream, I am not going to show off too much, because I am sure it is rife with spoilers. Hey, Nevi. You'll have to watch this on YouTube. We're cooking. Darn it. Foiled again by plastic wrap. No problem. Although I'm about to have to get up and start doing things again. We've just got chicken bacon in the oven. And yes, I am in fact the reason there is starvation in Ethiopia. Neat. If anybody wants to see any more snide comments, and I don't know enough about it to have an opinion, and I'm sophisticated enough to accept that. Chicken and beer can? No, chicken, mashed taters, and broccoli and cheese. I'm making a homemade cheese sauce here in a minute. Probably about time to start working on that, actually. You got that right, kiddo. Yeah. And the necklace in the case is actually a music box, Nebby. It plays the statue song. Ooh, that chicken's smelling good. See how the potatoes are doing. So I'm going to find a pretty good sized chunk of tater, if I can. Getting one chunk is problematic. Run it under cold water for a second to cool it off enough to mess with. and see how done they are. We're getting there. We're getting there. They need another 5-10 minutes or so. All right, so let's get water on for the broccoli. Got a nice tall pot for this, but we don't need it full of water. We just need enough in the water to start boiling because we're going to put this down in top of it and put our broccoli inside this to steam it. Steam coming out of the pot will cook the broccoli without it getting too crisp, or too mushy, because we want it good and crisp was what I was trying to say. For those of you who are not aware, I've got several new people in chat at the moment. I am a caterer by trade. That's my profession. Most of the people who were here before you guys got here are personal friends of mine who wanted to see a cooking stream. We'll take the big pan off the stove. Use the other big stove eye. So I put together a fairly simple menu. We want to let that water get boiling too, to show them some basic cooking stuff. You get your drink, Andrew. This is my roommate, Andrew. Say hi, Andrew. Hi. Yeah. Scroll up in chat. What's under my hat? Hair? I mean, just hair. No, I'm just talking to people. Yeah, just hair. Like, super curly hair. It's just a little wet at the moment. I took a shower right before stream. Oh, side. Let the trolls be trolls. Well, yeah, Shaft. No, it's not your fault that you're not as sexy as I am. The menu tonight is Italian marinated grilled or baked chicken, mashed potatoes, broccoli, and cheese. Oh no, I couldn't be lucky enough to have a boyfriend as sexy as Andrew. Just about caught up, guys. No, the hat's on to keep sweat out of my face and out of my food. Like that's the main reason it's there. Ah, crap. Stuff burning out of the eye. Has got the smoke detector going off. Fun times. There we go. My favorite fast food restaurant, Taco Bell. Actually, yes, I am burning the water. It's where I just turned on an eye I don't normally use. There's no pasta to burn. Uh, there we go. No, I have 2 eyes that I'm using at the moment. Perfect. Oh, no, I do have the wrong one on. Nice. Amadits. These things happen. Good call, guys. Next meal stream is probably going to be the super toned down version. My grandfather did not serve in World War II. He served in Nam. No, you did just save my life. I appreciate it. Oh, my hair is already too short as it is. Yeah, I went to get a haircut for work because you work right in a kitchen. You don't want it too long. Got to have it up off the collar or start putting on a hairnet. And this chick who cut my hair just destroyed it. Like it was half-inch long when she got done. I'm not even sure who a Jamie Oliver is. Okay, that's enough interacting with chat. I have got to check on these potatoes. They should be done. Thank you, Andrew. I had the wrong eye on, which chat helpfully explained to me. So, yeah, I didn't even have the water on for the broccoli at first. Yeah, Andrew says thank you, guys. Yeah, the potatoes are done. Awesome. So this is going to be fun. Get this out of the way. And we're just going to turn the eye off, grab the whole pot. I got a colander set up in the sink to strain all this crap. And try not to get burnt by all the steam. There we go. Done with that pot for the day. I just want to shake the water out of these. Let those drain while I get everything else together. Let's see. I need the milk and the butter. I might need more butter than that. We'll see. I don't think I can get you guys any closer over here to see this, so I'm going to have to kind of show what we're doing beforehand. I've got a little hand mixer that I will be using for this. There we go. So yeah, hand mixer. I said I wouldn't be using any specialized tools tonight. I did kind of lie because I've got this guy. But I will tell you that this was $10 at Walmart. It's very useful if you ever do any kind of baking, or even if you just like to make mashed potatoes every once in a while like I do, But if you do not have one of these, you can just use a fork to mash potatoes. It just takes a long time. Or you can buy a manual masher. Nam, Vietnam, the Vietnam War. My toenails are not painted because I have not went to get a pedicure in, oh God, February, 6 months. The world is shut down right now. Don't really have that option. So yeah, you're just going to take your potatoes, add them to the bowl. I'll actually use a measuring cup as I go for the people who cannot just eyeball this shit like I can. We're going to start with a 1/4 cup of milk. Here I was worried about not having any milk, and this is a brand new gallon. There we go. And I'll start with a 1/2 cup. It's a lot of potatoes. And 1/2 stick of butter. Probably can't see it from there. 1/2 stick. I don't want to add the milk until the butter's melted a little bit because it'll start cooling off the potatoes and make it harder to melt the butter. So I'm going to take the mixer and just kind of manually press the butter into the potatoes. Cover it up a little bit, let it soften. I could have been letting it soften on the counter on the stovetop like I did the cheese earlier, but it'll hold for now. We can add the broccoli to the steamer. Perfect. Pop the lid back on that bad boy. And we'll check it in about 10 minutes. It is 8:12. Okay, guys, if you want to spam Nam, I'm going to start banning spammers. Christian, if you're still here, bro, do me a favor and anybody after you hear this, bam them if they're spamming Nam, please. I don't mind you guys coming in trolling and talking, but you're not dominating chat. I assure you of that. I've got at least 2 mods in chat right now, it looks like. Okay, so we'll add our milk now. We're not going to add any salt or pepper yet. We want to get it mixed first. I'm just going to beat them until they're good and creamy. Skins didn't peel off of these as well as I was hoping they would when they're boiling, so we're going to have a rustic style mashed potatoes tonight instead of the what I had planned originally, and they're still going to be great. Spin around to show you guys a little bit what we're doing. It's still pretty thick, so we're going to add another ½ cup of milk. If I was doing something with them besides just eating them mashed, then thicker would be better. Like I could take and make patties out of these mashed potatoes right now at that thickness and fry them in oil. And they'd be really good. Probably should have just added a ¼ cup of milk. It's going to be a little bit runny. That'll be all right. Worst case scenario, we have some potato soup. Okay, so now that we've got them beat pretty well to the consistency that we're going to get them to, we're going to add salt and pepper to taste. Starting off with small amounts of salt and pepper, and then we'll taste them after they're mixed in to see if it needs more or not. And it probably will, because I didn't add much. But I would rather undersalt them and then add more as oversalt them and have to throw them out and start over. And of course, different people want different amounts of salt and pepper. Let's see how we're doing. Yeah, good and creamy. Definitely needs more salt and pepper. Okay, hang on just a second, folks. We'll be right back. back. How goes it? So you guys still having your fun over there. So I think we're good on salt at this point, but I do want to get a little more pepper in there. No, I just went to shut the doors where we had the smoke alarm going off. We opened the doors up so it'd ventilate a little better. All right. So I bet that's got it. And yep. If anybody else wants more salt or pepper in them, they can add it on their plate. Which means we are ready to start doing the cheese sauce. Broccoli's boiling away. What time is it? Yeah, we're good. Yeah, here we go. Had to find a small saucepan. So we're going to start our cheese sauce using 2 cups of milk as the base. And we got to heat that up. We don't want to set it on high, it'll burn. So I've got it on 4. We'll need another half stick of butter. You know, originally I had planned on making some garlic toast tonight, but I think we're going to have plenty of food as it is. And we're not going to add the butter until the milk started heating. We'll also need a spoon to stir the sauce with. I think that'll be all the milk we'll need tonight. Get the salt put away. There we go. Where was I? So yeah, the cheese going into our cheese sauce is just mild shredded cheddar that I've let warm on a counter for about 2 hours now to get up to room temp. There we go. Excellent, excellent. And we got to stand on top of this milk pretty well because we do not want it to scorch while it heats. Actually, I can take and get rid of the potato spoon. Start using the milk spoon. Let's get this entirely off the counter. Put the butter up. The cheese sauce is for the broccoli, gentlemen. A ball next to my toaster oven? Oh, no, my friend. That is not a ball. That is a cantaloupe that is ripening on the countertop because it was a little green when I bought it. Oh, careful. Mic cable, or headset cable. How we doing? No. Yeah, foot cut on the headset cable. Which I can probably get that up out of the floor, actually. Oh yeah, the whole laptop moved when I stepped on the cable. There we go. Me? I laugh all the time. Just I'm busy cooking at the moment and I take my job fairly seriously. Like, you guys got to catch me on an actual stream night when I'm playing games or something. You want to see me laughing. I laugh at myself constantly because I am bad at video games. The fact that I have as many subs as I do is absolutely amazing to me. I can't believe that that many people want to watch me be bad. Hookers are too expensive. Can't afford it. Unfortunately, that is not an option. Why do I continue doing something I'm bad at? Because I have fun with it. You don't have to be good at things to have fun with them. The fact that other people watch me be bad at things is the part that blows my mind. Like yesterday, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. I was scrubbing my way through Limbo. And boy, did I struggle with that. And the sad part is, I've played the game before. And we definitely wouldn't want that to happen. Thank you for the follow, Jay Brown 99. I appreciate it. Oh, come on. How we doing? Nope, not yet. We can probably add the butter though. Ooh, broccoli's looking good. Let's check that. I think I probably need to pull it off the heat. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So we're good and crisp still, but we're cooked, which is the consistency we were going for. So yeah, butter's melting pretty good on this. Let that keep melting. Just pull this entire pot off here. Turn that eye off. Perfect. It is healthy until we smother it in cheese. No, no, no. That's the thing, Zon. We're not going to eat healthy. We're going to drown that shit in cheese. Healthy? I live in the South. Healthy. If I wanted to eat healthy, I'd eat a salad. Salad is food that my food eats. No, it's not a skill shaft. It's just steam it like I did. You may not have saw how I put it together, but just don't put it in the water directly. Well, I'm sorry your father drowned in cheese, but I'm not here to tend to your delicate sensibilities. You guys control me, I'll troll you right fucking back. Yeah, PG hours are over. We can probably turn the heat up on this just a little bit since I have nothing else to do. The chicken's been in way longer than 30 minutes. I definitely should take it out and check it, but I don't care. It's hard to overcook baked chicken that's covered, like I've got it covered in the saran or the aluminum foil. If it's just uncovered, it'll roast and yeah, it'll dry out real bad. But I'm here for a long or a good time, not a long time. Long sword. Well, I expect to see. I didn't expect to make it to 35. I turned 35 last Monday. I'm surprised I made it this far. I should have died, I felt like. I don't know who Miranda and Rainey are, or what a Shaheed is. Who am I voting for? Ooh, yikes. Myself. Dictator 2020. Mad Dog 2020. There we go. We'll vote for that. Cthulhu 2020. Why vote for the lesser of two evils? Vote for the the greatest of three evils. Okay, so our butter's just about melted, so we're getting close on this sauce. All right, so the important thing here with the cheese is, actually, I'm gonna grab a glove. Wrap it before you tap it, folks. There we go. Excellent. So, what we're gonna do, add a little bit of cheese at a time. I say a little bit at a time and then grab half the fucking bag. And then mix until the cheese is good and melted. We want to incorporate it fully into the sauce before we add more cheese. And it being at room temperature instead of cold will facilitate that. And it actually melted fairly quickly. Oh, nope, there it is, found it. I'm using this entire package of cheese, so to make it a little easier to get to, I'm just going to slice down the side. He says, failing to cut anything. This is what I get for not using one of my good knives. There we go. Just cut tormers myself. That'll work. So as I'm slowly adding this cheese, it's thickening up quite a bit, and it's changing from the white color of the milk to an orange color like cheese should be. Might have started with just a hair too much milk though. But that's okay, it just means I bring another package of cheese out and add more cheese. That last batch finally didn't incorporate cleanly when I first added it, so it's taken a second for it to melt down. ready for the next handful. Note that this cheese sauce I'm making is the same process as you would for making Alfredo sauce, except I'm using cheddar instead of Parmesan. That's the last of my cheese for the first package. We'll see what it's like when we get to the end of this and see if we need more or not. Actually, that might be fine. Once it cools a little bit, it'll thicken up some more. Definitely cut the heat off, though. And same thing, we want to pull it off the heat entirely once we're done cooking it so that it doesn't scorch. Okay. Actually, I was hydrating earlier. Must have tossed it in the trash. I'll grab a different one. I already drank an entire green tea on stream tonight. It was just before you guys got here. Okay, so let's check that chicken. It should be about done or overdone. That is also possible. Oh, all the way down. Go away. Now, most of you probably do not have one of these at home. A digital meat thermometer. I wouldn't expect you to. What you'll need to do instead, when you're checking your chicken, take a knife, cut into the thickest part of the breast, and if it is white all the way through, then your chicken is done. If you're temping it, it needs to temp to an internal temperature of 165 to make sure all the bacteria is killed. And this is temping at, 190, which is about what I expected. Let's plate this trash. Right. Plates are in the dishwasher. Stay. Oh. Clear some space. My Undertale collector set is taking up a significant amount of my work area right now. Toss it that way. Okay, so how am I going to plate this? Need a serving spoon for the potatoes. They didn't turn out too soupy. Just a little soupy. I am going to put just a little bit more pepper on this for texture. Visual texture, that is. Ooh, hot. And then a piece of chicken. We'll need, no. Yes. A larger server for the broccoli. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that cheese sauce is gonna be fine. I wouldn't want to use it on nachos, but for broccoli, this should work. And this is going to be our finished product. So, yeah. Not my best work for sure, but that doesn't really surprise me. Ah! Yeah, no, Shaft. You and me both, bro. Ta-da. Anybody else looking to get timed out? Game, Cypress. You kids still here? These individuals showed up randomly. Christian, I have never seen any of them. I was willing to entertain their nonsense for a little while because I was busy cooking. Yeah. For future reference, my mod staff, absolutely 100%. If anybody starts getting racist or sexist or any kind of hate speech whatsoever, feel free to kick them out of chat. While we are definitely spicy chat hours 24/7, we are also tolerant chat hours 24/7. So, it's Sofa King, you missed it. I just got done cooking, man.
It's not for me, it's for you. That's good.
Nice. So yeah, I'll pull the camera down again. This is our finished menu. And like I said, this is not my finest work for sure. Uh, it'll work though. Find a knife and a fork. I want to see how that chicken tastes. Oh, I should cut the oven off. Oh yeah. Mm, good flavor. What about the broccoli? That's the one I'm most concerned about. I've never made this cheese sauce before, actually. Not quite cheesy enough. Broccoli's good and tender though. I know the potatoes are good. You can't fuck up potatoes. Yeah. Everything turned out good. Good enough anyway. Now here's the thing. Would I eat this? Hell yeah. Would I sell this to somebody else? God no. I would be embarrassed to serve this in my restaurant. But for my first time cooking on stream, I think it went well enough. Shaft, you've got 15 minutes till you start, right? Because I am done, man. Like, I can bullshit with everybody for 15 minutes, but not just the appearance. If you need to come across, Karen. This is my mom's best friend.
Hello.
And Andrew's mom.
You're just making everybody anything.
That's part of me being in the common area instead of being in the room. So, dinner's ready if you and Andrew want to eat. I know Mom's probably not going to this late, but...
Smells delicious.
Oh, is he done headed to his room? Okay.
He was just going to rest his feet.
That's fine.
He's going to come.
It'll be here later. Chat says, good evening, Andrew's mom.
And good evening to you as well.
They can't hear anything. Yeah, the mic's way over here. Mm-hmm.
Oh, they couldn't hear me telling me broke my tablet. Nope.
No, that's like Skyfire Aunt, basically. It's Mom's best friend. Mom was on camera earlier. And yeah, no, Shaft, everything tastes fine. I probably need to put a little bit of salt on the broccoli, but it's fine. There's goddamn enough salt in everything else for sure. Shaft, that's actually an excellent point, sir. I agree. And if that's the case, then I'm probably going to cut this. You're going to need to help me figure out how to upload it or download it from Twitch to upload to YouTube, though, bro. Because I do not know or I do not remember how to do that directly. I was having to do it really convoluted way back when I was still streaming game stuff and uploading it over there. Alright guys, that being the case, thanks for dropping in. I know it was kind of chaotic in here tonight because I wasn't actually directly monitoring chat. And I know my mod staff wasn't sure how to handle it since I wasn't. But for all things considered, I think it went pretty good. Oh, I'm sure, Game. Game, I should probably just go ahead and make you... No. You might be a little too heavy-handed if I made you a mod. Make you a plate? Anyway, I will talk to all of you on Shaft Stream later, because I'm not missing a single minute of Hollow Knight that I have not already. I'm going to go eat, because I'm hungry. This is great. Talk to you guys later. Oh, Cypress. That is a scary thought. We might think about that, though. See, that's definitely over the line, Game. There's no problem with that there. Anybody can talk shit about me personally as much as they want. I'm fine with that. Anyway, later, guys.